Okay, today I'm going to be making creamy spinach mushroom pork chops. So you're going to need pork chops, butter, mushrooms, chicken broth, Italian seasoning, black pepper, salt, lemon. You can use lemon juice. I am using a fresh one. You do not have to. Garlic, heavy whipping cream, spinach, and some flour. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and take our pork chops and we are going to salt and pepper these generously. And I do like a lot of pepper, so I'll definitely be adding a lot more pepper. And you do want to make sure you get both sides, flip them over. Alright, so you're going to want a deep skillet for this, and we're going to put this over medium-high heat. You're going to want to put some olive oil in here. I do not have olive oil at the moment, but I do have some olive oil spray, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And then you're also going to want to add 1 tablespoon of butter in here. Alright, so we have our 1 tablespoon of butter. Now that our butter and olive oil are in the pan, we're going to go ahead and let this heat up. Now that our pan is nice and heated up and the butter is melted, we're going to go ahead and add in our pork chops. One pork chop. And 2. Alright, so I have 4 pork chops in the pan. It's a little crowded. If I had a bigger pan, I would use one. I just currently do not. But it's fine. We're going to go ahead and cook these for about 3 to 4 minutes on each side until they are brown. Alright, so we're going to take the 4 pork chops and we are going to go ahead and flip them. They should fit better in the pan soon, so I'm sure they'll shrink down some. We have a nice golden brown color, which is what we're looking for. And we will continue cooking this side. Alright, gonna go ahead and continue to let these cook a little bit more. Once your pork chops have been cooked nice and brown, go ahead and transfer your pork chops over to the plate. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and take 3 cloves of garlic and we're going to smash them and cut them up. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and take a knife and the garlic. And we're going to smash them down. It also just helps peel. If you just smash it at the back of a knife, it falls right out. And then you can just take your knife and go ahead and cut up your garlic. I need to go get a new cutting board. So for now, I'm just going to be using a plate to cut what I need. Alright, so we're going to need 8 ounces of mushrooms. This whole entire package is 8 ounces, so we are just going to go ahead and open this up. And we will add that onto the plate with our garlic. So let's go ahead and add our mushrooms and garlic into the pan. I'm turning the heat back up to a medium. And we are going to go ahead and start cooking up our mushrooms and garlic. Go ahead and add a little bit extra butter into here. And then we'll go ahead and start cooking up these mushrooms. We're going to go ahead and take our Italian seasoning and we're going to go ahead and season these. That should be good. You're going to want to cook these mushrooms for about 6 minutes or so. Alright, so now to your pan, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of flour. And you're going to want to stir this constantly. You want to go ahead and just cook that flour and keep stirring for 1 minute. After a minute, we're going to go ahead and add in our other ingredients. Go ahead and add 1/2 cup of chicken broth. And then we're going to add 1/2 of a lemon. We're going to go ahead and let this cook for 1 to 2 more minutes. You're going to take 3/4 of a cup of heavy whipping cream and add it in to your pan. And we are going to go ahead and give this a stir. Alright, so at this point, we're going to go ahead and add our pork chops back into the pan. And then we're going to let those cook for about 5 more minutes. Alright, so the pork chops are back into the pan, and they are going to continue to cook. So I've also decided that asparagus sounds good tonight, so we're going to go ahead and make some asparagus. I have some fresh asparagus here, and we are going to cut off the bottoms. You're going to want to cut a big chunk of the bottom off. This stuff is too woody, hard for you to eat. You will not be able to get your teeth into it. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Just cut. It's not like this. If you want to cut them in half and flour, go ahead and cut this. So I'll be taking a pan. We're just going to go asparagus. So I'm taking a pan, and I'm taking a glass baking dish. And so I'm taking a glass baking dish, and I'm going to go ahead and put the asparagus inside here. It'll drain half, a little smaller. So we're just going to go half. Now for the asparagus, I am not doing anything too crazy. I'm just going to go ahead and add some butter. Some black pepper. Salt. And I'm going to be adding some roasted garlic and herb seasoning as well. Alright, so we're going to take our asparagus and we're just going to put it in the oven. This butter will be all melty here soon, and we can check on it. Now, ideally, you'll cook your sides at the same time. I wasn't sure what I was going to have for my sides, but we are going to go ahead and we are taking the pork chops off the heat. Turn the heat off. We're going to move it over here. And now we're going to add in our spinach. Alright, so you're going to add in about 2 cups of spinach. I'm not going to measure though. I'm going to go ahead and just put it in. I do like spinach, so there's quite a bit in there right now, but we'll get this mixed up. Go ahead and grab some tongs or a fork. And we're going to go ahead and lift the pork chops up. That way the spinach is on the bottom and it can kind of start wilting, cooking. We're going to let the spinach just sit there for about 2 minutes, and then you're going to want to serve this immediately. I'm also going to go ahead and make some fried potatoes, but I'm not going to show that on camera. I'm just going to go ahead and cut up some potatoes and air fry them. So I'll be back to plate up my food. Alright, so my asparagus, the butter has melted, the seasonings are getting incorporated, and then we're going to go ahead and throw this back in the oven. Alright guys, and this is the creamy spinach mushroom pork chops. If you make it, tell me how you like it. Subscribe, like, and share for more content. And I'll be posting more cooking videos and reviews here shortly.